October 31st here in the greenhouse. First sunny day we've had in at least 3 days, if not more. So nice to see the sun coming in here again. Plants look so much better in sunlight. Well, let's see. I'm going to harvest a little bit of ginger here. My dad took a fall last week. He hasn't been feeling well, and so I'm going to harvest a little bit of ginger to take over to him to help him with the inflammation and to help him with cleansing and that sort of thing. So I'm just going to grab a clump out of here, and I figured if I'm going in here to grab a clump out, I should share it. So I'm taking this chunk here, and I just pried it out with my fingers, basically. And, look at that, huh? That's quite a clump of ginger. That's probably all of 6 inches long. Just one giant big clump. That should do the job. Alright, just wanted to share. I guess while we're in here, I'll just show you real quick. Charge meters. We took on 26 amp hours today. 363 watt hours with the sun out. Battery banks were down around 12 volts last night. And now we're sitting back up at 14.7. Of course, that'll drop down into the upper 12 point something range, or 13 maybe, once the sun goes down. But that's good. We took on a good charge, and we're still charging, even with the Pi running, we're still charging 5 watts into the bank, so that's nice. November 3rd, 2020. Yeah. You see, the deer like grazing on my crops. It's funny, Brad and I were having a conversation about rotational grazing back and forth through the YouTube comments. I get it, man. I know how you feel about the animals grazing it off. But there's a whole different perspective on it. The animals add to it, even though it feels like they're taken away from it. They add to it. We're going to dive into that at some point for sure. Maybe next Comrades and Farms we can talk about that a bit. Anyway, November 1st, raining. Been raining most of the day. It's kind of cold and miserable out here, so I'm going to feed the chickens and go start the greenhouse furnace up. Just thought I'd get a clip of the outside. You can have a look at that. Nice rainy fog. Look at that. Chickens all just chilling, calm and peaceful on a rainy day, staying warm together up on the roost. I wish I could curl up with you. You look so cozy. Alright, let's get you some food, huh? That's a little better. It's like 63 in here. Not super warm, but not cold either. Yep. A little bit of a cold base in there. I realized I usually don't shoot any video when I come back and then start things back up, so thought I would just share it with you. This is the beauty of this time of year. Not having to go through the trouble of lighting the fire, because there's already a coal base. All you gotta do is stir it up, and in the 2 minutes it takes to go out and grab some more wood, these coals torch up a little bit, and you put the wood on and away you go. Now today there's some wet wood out there. I didn't bring any dry in. Actually, I did, didn't I? I saved a few dry pieces back here. Here we go. So that's a nice way to trip things off, and then I'll go grab some of the wet stuff and put in. just thought I'd share a clip of that. On another note, or on a good boat, as Ricky would say, I went into the old place, dug up one of my old sensors. These are the good ones that I ordered a couple years back when I first started this. These are much more waterproof and durable for some reason. I think if I get any of these not so good ones in the future like that, they get wet so easy, I think what I'm going to do is probably take them and dip the sensor in epoxy, except for maybe, you know, the front half inch of the tip, so we don't slow down the sensing rate, the conduction rate. But I think I'm going to dip them in epoxy, because whatever they're using for this jacket to seal them with now is obviously not as durable. So I figure if I immerse that in an epoxy base, that'll do it. I thought about silicone, but the problem with silicone is it's not very temperature capable, and the epoxy is. And sometimes these sensors get up to, you know, 150, 180 degrees depending on what I'm reading, and I don't want that stuff burning off all over. So yeah. So anyway, I'm going to replace the bad sensor on here. We'll get this glitchy crap out of here. We'll get on with business. Alrighty, well, we got full throttle up. Just running her up a little bit hot now. Clear out any creosote in the chimney. You can see I got the air gates open pretty wide here. And some pretty good heat production going on. Oh yeah, listen to that crackle. And got that new sensor rigged up here. Replaced the old one. Guess where that's going? Yeah, not back in any system I want to rely on. Brought the chart back online. Made some adjustments in the code here. Got that straightened out. Had to update the code to carry the new sensor. And up and running again. Charts are running again. Should be rid of all the glitches. I'll have to go back with my SQL query browser and knock out these couple of glitches here, just to get them out of there so we don't have a mess in the database. And that should put our data logging back on point. And looks like everything's good. So glad to have that going. If you're wondering what this top chart is here, this is CPU temperature on the top, logged every minute, and disk space on the bottom. Obviously we're not using much disk space at the moment, about 16%. So just thought I would show that update and all that. Looking good. Back data logging, and I got to go and get ready for the 6:30 p.m. OMARC daily check-in net. I am the net controller for that net on Sundays. And then later on this evening at 9 p.m. we have the Sunday night All Things Natural net. We've had some excellent participants in that in more recent months, and some really excellent conversations. I hope you'll join us for that, or if you miss it, go back and watch it here on the old Pharmacy Seeds Network YouTube channel. That's in a playlist. If you're curious, I'll just show you real quick the playlist that's in. That's the Sunday Night All Things Natural Net playlist. And there's about 84 videos in that playlist. And worth checking out. So that's it for now. I think that's everything for the greenhouse update. So thanks for watching the Pharmacy Seeds Network.